What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a finally Friday. You know it's always a finally Friday when it's Friday. What does that mean? I don't know. Get back to me. Goddamn microphone. Always messing with me. Anyway, getting over this cold still. I know my voice probably sounds like crap still, but getting better, feeling better, all that. So first question, I would like you to either contact me, via email, leave a response in the chat, in the comments, hit me up on Twitter. However you want to contact me. Oh, my email address is joe@thebuckeyecast.com. Is anybody interested in doing a meetup? Really would like to get probably in the Columbus area. I'm thinking close to when the season starts, like maybe August, right before the season starts. Me, Jeff, and Sean would like to meet you guys, give you some free swag, buy you a drink or two. Also, I'm open for location ideas. Obviously sports bars are more likely the venue, but I was thinking about doing it before the season gets rolling and before we really get our schedules. The weeks seem to just blow by and stuff with, kids events. Sean's son plays on Friday nights up in Detroit. So we'd have to Jeff and I would have to fly into Columbus. Sean would have to drive down from Detroit. So we would like to do it, like a Friday night, Saturday night, something like that. So let me know what you guys think on a meetup in Columbus. Just friends of the show, subscribers, anybody interested. And we can put together a guest list and all that. If you think you can make it, or if you're interested at all, just let me know, either like yes or no, or if you have ideas when and where. What works for you. Would like to work around everybody's schedule if possible. So hit me up in the comments, email me, or hit me on Twitter. Let me know what works for you guys, or if you have any interest at all. Honestly, I just want to know if you're interested first. So hit me up. All right. Today, we're doing a little running back recruiting reset. Like you probably are well aware by this point. Tuesday night, this past week, Jordan Marshall committed to Michigan. He was the country's number 3 ranked running back. He committed to Michigan over, obviously, Ohio State, but also Tennessee and Wisconsin. Buckeyes had been recruiting him hard since last November. He just like a couple of weeks ago announced a July decision date, so that went out the window. The Buckeyes were expecting to get him on campus like 3 or 4 times over the next couple months, really started hitting, going at him hard. And they were expected to get 2 visits just in April. So what happened? Obviously the visits are not going to happen. There's no point. I mean, you can keep pursuing him if you want. Rarely are you going to get a flip. He's out of Cincinnati, Michigan got in early. They stayed in, and Ohio State wasn't in early. It's pretty simple, The kid went with they made him feel like he was their guy from the start, from day one, and Michigan made sure that he understood that, and by doing that, he can have a big impact on the class. So. It's done. It's over. Let's keep it moving. I don't want to. I really think it's unfair for the people that come out of the woodwork around this time every year to start banging on Tony Alford and criticizing him for his recruiting. Let me run through Tony Alford's recruiting since 2015. So did not sign a running back in 2015. 2016, they brought in DeMario McCall, a high 4-star, almost a 5-star. Antonio Williams, 4-star. J.K. Dobbins in 2017, a 4-star. 2018, they brought in 3 running backs. Jalen Gill, high 4-star, almost a 5. Brian Snead, also a high 4-star. Master Teague was a 4-star. That's 3 highly ranked dudes in in one class. That was 2018. Marcus Crowley out of Florida, the 4-star, a Gatorade Player of the Year in Florida. 2020, Mayan Williams, a 3-star out of Cincy. 2021, Travion Henderson, 5-star. Evan Pryor, high 4-star. 2022, Dallin Hayden, the 4-star. 2023, no running back sign. So there was only one 3-star in that group that I just mentioned since 2015. I realized you had 2 classes there where you did not sign a running back. So my point is, Tony Alford's recruiting is not a freaking problem at all. Now, I will listen to the argument that maybe guys aren't getting developed. I mean, we can dig into each one of these one by one. Maybe some of it's on the player, some of it's on injury. You can't account for that. Some guys just got stuck behind another guy. The Brian Sneed issue was off the field issue. You know, they basically kicked him out of school. He had to go down to the JUCO ranks. Marcus Crowley, injury. Master Teague, I could say, never really got developed. Jalen Gill, never really got developed. So, you know, Evan Pryor, injury. To get what you got out of Mayan Williams, a 3-star, is awesome development. So I don't think it's fair to bang on Tony Alford in this case. So resetting the board, let's look forward. Let's look sunny side up. James Peoples, the 5'11", 195-pound 4-star out of San Antonio, Texas. He has his mom and his dad's family are both from Cleveland and Youngstown areas. His dad is in the military. He was actually born in Ramstein Air Base in Germany. He's at the top of the list for the Buckeyes and has been for months. So they're hosting him this coming week, March 30th to April 1st, and they're going to have a bunch of his family members, multiple day visit, pulling out all the stops, get out the good china, polish up the knives and forks. So the Buckeyes are at the top of his list too. So this is a mutual kind of relationship here. We both like each other. We're giving each other the googly eyes. So it's too early to say that a commitment is coming. It could, but you can't assume that, you know, with this recruiting world. But this could be a huge turn of events for Tony Alford. Kind of get him back, you know, get that swagger back, light a cigar, have a nice bourbon. He deserves it. Also, let's talk about Sam Williams-Dixon, 6 foot, 195-pounder, 3-star. It's been a few weeks since he's been on campus. He's now at Pickering North High School. It's going to be a major turn, a major challenge for him, step up in competition. It's just a matter of time before he commits to the Buckeyes. So you got to remember, when we're talking about these running backs from the 2024 class, the Ohio State running back room is probably going to lose 2 guys in the next year and a half. You know, you're definitely losing, well, you can count Chip, but serious playmakers. Mayan's gone, and probably Travion if he has a good year this year. So 2 starters are gone, plus Chip Trainum. Who knows what we're going to get? If Dallin Hayden could transfer, Evan Pryor should probably stay. So it's going to be a massive change in that room. So you could argue that the Buckeyes will take 3 running backs in this class. It's not out of the realm of possibility. If you think of maybe 2 4-stars or a 5, a 4, and a 3, you're definitely gonna have to mix in a 3-star that is, happy, like a Sam Williams-Dixon that's happy to have a Buckeye offer, always dreamed of putting on the scarlet and gray, But here's some other guys that you should be aware of when it comes to running back recruiting. You got a 4-star, another one out of Texas, Taylor Tatum. He's 190 pounds, 5'11", out of Longview. Number 5 running back in the country. He hasn't visited Ohio State yet, but there's a good relationship growing with Tony Alford. He's been closely linked to Michigan, but now that Michigan has made their move and taken Jordan Marshall, you can use that against them in Taylor Tatum's recruitment. So Tatum says he wants to visit Ohio State, and the Buckeyes want him to visit. So a spring visit would be huge. As always, getting these kids on campus for a visit is the first big hurdle, once contact and communication has been established. So another dude here, Chauncey Bowens, he's verbally committed to Florida. He committed to them back in September last year. 4-star. He's 6 foot 215, so a little bit bigger. Number 17 running back in the country from North Palm Beach. Still interested in growing his connection with Tony Alford and the Buckeyes. He's confident that he'll visit Ohio State this spring, and they got it. He was offered back in late February, so just a few weeks ago. He's committed to Florida, but they had the staff changes. They've had major shakeup in Billy Napier's staff there with his assistants, and that opened the door for the Buckeyes to peek in. He has one of the best in the country, the best combinations of speed and power, but you got to get him on campus, of course. Another dude here, Kevin Riley, 4-star, 6 foot 195, out of Tuscaloosa County in Alabama. Yeah, that Tuscaloosa. He has a rare burst for a tailback. Buckeyes have not offered, probably should, as Alabama has signed 2 5-star running backs in the class of 2023. So when you're showing that kid the depth chart for Alabama, it looks a little thick there, buddy. You might want to look elsewhere. Next up, Dwan Williams, 4-star, 5'10", 193, out of Baltimore, St. Francis. It's one of the country's best programs. They produce Michigan running back Blake Corum. He was offered by the Buckeyes back in January. He's a burner. His relationship with Tony Alford is just really getting started right now. But you could see the heat cranked up since guys are coming off the board already. So last dude I wanted to touch on, that sounds weird, touch on dudes. Anyway, Jordan Lyle, 6 foot 190, from St. Thomas Aquinas in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. As you know, St. Thomas Aquinas is always chock full of talent. They're always cranking out high-end dudes. He's a shifty, excellent in space kind of guy, possesses great balance and feet. Alfred offered him in January, and he'll be at Ohio State this weekend, along with James Peoples. Oh boy. And he has a real opportunity to gauge interest on both sides. How's he feel about the Buckeyes, and how does Tony Alford feel about him? So again, I think the Buckeyes could add 3 in this cycle, 3 running backs, but it's got to be a mix of, 2 4s and a 3. You got to get one of those lower level guys that is, has always wanted to be a Buckeye. So keep it locked in here. I'll keep you updated. Mondays are always recruiting updates, so we'll be doing some more talk then. We'll talk about visitors and who visited and how everything went. Was the steak cooked properly? Was the crystal glass shined up? Anyway, that's all I got for you. Please don't forget, hit me up in the comments about a meetup. When, where are you interested? All right, talk to you later. Go Bucks.